Hello there everyone and welcome back to Empire Total War with the Imperial Destroyer mod. Last time around we defeated the Spanish, but as it were, we weren't able to take the castle. They moved out to intercept us as we were moving to attack or lay siege. And yeah, today we've got the conclusion as we are to attack. It's too close to auto-resolve, so we'll have to fight it, and you know what, enough talking, let's go ahead and start fighting. I'm gonna start my army in the same area, and the wall is actually still, it hasn't like been reset or anything, so it's still 49%, which is good, because then I might actually be able to break it down. We're starting at the exact same location as last time, although it looks as though the terrain has changed in the area. It's become, yeah, somehow the region have changed quite a bit. Anyways, let's start here. I'm gonna move up the cannons. I'm gonna move up the pikemen. We're gonna kind of sit here in the corner. Try to avoid... Oh! We've got militia, horse moving in. Obviously the enemy is going to be moving in from a number of directions since they split up after last battle. Hopefully I'll be able to get all the Spanish garrison regiments closing in here, so when I break the fort walls, just break them down to 50. I'm hoping to get that bug when they leave the wall and move off the wall, that they'll all perish, they'll all die. So we're gonna stop the cannons here, that's well within range. I also like that the rain stopped. The cavalry regiment here has very interesting way of slowly working themselves into the map. Most of the reinforcements are coming over here, though I'm not too concerned right now with taking those guys out, because the reinforcements was only about 600 men. The thing to worry about is the guys within the walls, because that was, as we can see, 6 regiments. 400 each, so that's 800, 1600, 2400 men. So that's the bulk of the enemy army. I'm hoping to drag as many of troops on the wall here closer down to this area, so that when I break that little bit I can kind of get that bug going and kill quite a lot of Spanish troops. The cannons are set up ready to fire at the wall. There's quite a lot of troops, but I would want like a concentration. Oh, now when these guys are moving over, I would want even more troops to move over, and they're kind of fiddling back and forth here. Oh, now the cavalry seem to have gone in onto the field. Yes, they are called on to a charge. We'll hold fire for as long as we care to do, and then inflict high casualties at close range. Most of the enemy cavalry just rode through and are now shattered. Good. Then I don't have to work... Oh, urban militia. So they have a little unit come in right afterwards. But I don't really have to worry about these, so I should be moving more and more troops over here and try to maybe even switch, get the troops more over to this side, and in that way attract these regiments to be moving that side. Little militia regiment was sent off. And we'll have the rest of them joining the rest of the army. I might be greedy for wanting so many troops to be in that area once it breaks. But right now, I mean, it looks kinda good. I should have hit them while a majority of the troops were moving over there. They seem to be moving more up here, which I don't like, when I want them more to move down here. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the look of that. There's my cavalry. I don't like the look of that at all. What bastards. My cannons are... They haven't even left the cannons. Huh. A cheeky little attack by them. Yeah, the cannon crew, only one of them. No, not even... They kept the cannons in place. Oh, as that happened, loads of them moved over to that side and I missed it. I missed it. Blast. Because of that stupid... bloody cavalry unit. What I'm going to do then is move them all back. And when the time is right... Oh, they're... Yes! Now. Now we've got it. Hopefully. Oh, now they're moving! Damn, they're moving. I'm hoping that bug kicks in. And as they move down here, tons of them will die, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, unfortunately. It doesn't seem to have worked. Normally that bug is quite effective, where you're able to destroy tons of troops just through doing that. It's gonna be a pain in the ass trying to break down this wall. I'm hoping some cannons on the wall broke down though. Will limit their firepower against me, but no, that seemed to have not happened either. What I will be able to do though is I'll be able to advance on this part of the wall, and I'll be able to focus more fire on the guys on the wall than they will be able to focus on me. We'll move the big regiments first. So I want one more. That 200 one. Move them into position. And we'll have 3 from either side going in lines like that, drawn up, and then firing above each other, yeah, at the wall up here, trying to avoid. Seems like we're having an easier time to break the wall now. We're doing quite the good work there. So what I want to do is basically have them like this, advancing on the wall, and then coming from either side there and focusing right there, being able to level so much musketry on just that little area that all the units on top of the wall get destroyed. In reserve we have 2 smaller units They can move up and cover the flank together with the pikemen. And then we have the cavalry. Cavalry now fully committed to protecting the artillery. Right, actually looks like they're sending that cavalry unit out to fight us. I'll order this column to start marching towards the walls. But we'll have these guys hold their position and just ready to fire on this Dragoon regiment instead. Actually, it looks like there's 2 enemy cavalry regiments moving in. Should be able to break those down just by the fire of these 2 regiments. At this long range though, we haven't actually inflicted a single casualty on the enemy. This column won't stop until the 3rd and last regiment is able to have a good field of fire up onto the wall. Oh, these guys aren't even firing at the Dragoons, that's why. Comes our 3rd regiment out. A little bit further, so the 3rd and last one can start firing. We'll hold them there. Right, so the 2 regiments are able to fire there. Yeah, let's stop them as they're moving forward. I'm gonna continue firing on the wall, given that it takes so long time to break through that. I'm hoping we don't shoot each other in the back. We might be. I guess this one's too close. Just given the angle there. Right, the enemy is kind of broken down that way. So we'll advance these other 3. Readying themselves to oof, that was a nasty bounce through the cavalry unit. Able to level so much fire onto this. Unfortunately, the walls are soaking up most of the bullets, and we aren't actually doing that much damage. We are at 92 here, though. Yeah, I don't think we are actually doing that much damage. We might actually be shooting more of our own guys. There's quite a few soldiers lying here. It's pretty close. Let's have the front 2 regiments continue to fire. Yeah, I don't know if that killed anyone. 94%. Looks like they're actually sending 1 regiment out to come at us over there. Soon enough, the walls will... Yep, there's a regiment. We'll do this with you in reserve. And then we'll actually prepare, similar on the other side, because this wall is about to open. These 2 reserves, these 4 reserves I should say, should be moved in with the general joining. And at this point there's no enemy cavalry, so I'll put a larger cavalry unit on this side to cover. Oh, we have broken a hole in the wall now. Is the enemy marching out? I might want to roll the cannons closer so I can actually shoot at the troops coming out of there. Let's wait to have them come as close as possible. Oh, there's tons of them coming now. Oh, what a massacre. This one decided not to fire, but I'll bring them up like that. And open fire that way. This one be brought up in reserve. We have a similar thing going on here. But the Spanish regiment there is losing tons of men. So I'm not too concerned. I'm pretty sure they'll rout any second. What I'll do is I'll put this one slightly on an angle so it's able to shoot at them. Now when this one open up flank fire, the garrisoned regiments should be breaking rather soon. There's still some regiments guarding inside, so we'll have to push through that. I don't think that will be too much of an issue. Here comes the rain again. Just in time for weep for the Spanish losses, because these regiments are now shattered and retreating. With that, I should actually see about trying to take some parts of the wall. I think what we'll do is we'll send the pikemen in through the openings here. Or actually what I'll do is I'll first try to shoot a little bit to soften it up, and then the pikemen will go through. We'll have 2 units in reserve ready to charge in afterwards. Then the rest of the regiments should be setting up along here, shoot these guys down, and then climb the wall to get in. I could actually send these 2 smaller ones up on either side of this beforehand. Are you able to fire in through here? Do a little bit of damage before my pikemen charge in. Let's see. You will climb on this side. You'll climb on that side. Oh, I sent the wrong unit to the wrong area. Okay, they're now we're firing a bit back and forth here with the guys inside. I'm thinking we're able to push down more fire on them than they are on us, and they've also kind of removed a lot of units just right from the area where you get in here. Oh, now they're marching up in the open. We're able to push even more fire onto them. Let's see if I can get them all the way to kind of breaking point, and then be able to send in the pikemen. These guys are completely leaving now, so let's have these guys prepare along here. Now the 2 smaller regiments are climbing the wall, getting inside. Yeah, they're wavering at this point. So it might then be time to get the pikemen in. Order them to charge through. Soon enough I'll be able to claim this part of the wall. Oh, we got garrison regiment coming back. Let's see if I can take these guys to over there, and this one to over here, firing back at us. We do have more men, so it should be fine. Okay, so the pikemen are actually being held back by the small Spanish unit. There's 19 Spanish soldiers holding us from pushing in. I'll order the men to force their way through and just overrun that smaller Spanish unit, where I'll have the pikemen attack each of these units. Oh, I was about to say, I'm surprised they're still fighting each other over there. Okay, so the smaller regiments are now claiming the wall. We've forced the pikemen in through here. Let's see if I can't get a musket regiment in. Coming in through here and then down here, be able to set up and fire on the enemy. Some lazy guys out of this regiment, I noticed they ran through and are running up this way. Alright, we have captured the wall here. And I should be able to push through regiments. However, I want to start to fire down upon the guys down here first, with the guys that I have on top of the wall. The pikemen are doing really well here. I didn't think they were going to do too well. This guy is probably going to come down, so I want to be ready myself to shoot him once he comes down there. Oh, we're starting to do nasty damage there. We'll start to try and get these regiments to come through. And join in that. Pikemen soon enough ending these guys. Looks like they're gonna set up on the wall firing at us instead of what I thought was that they were gonna come down and face us here. Come on, turn around and start opening fire on the Spanish. You should be able to fire upon them while they're meleeing the guys that are coming in from over here. Open fire. I am claiming the center as well at this point. You were allowed to open fire, I'm not sure why you're not. Right, now we're firing on the guys up on the wall, which are a bit unsure which side they should be looking at. Really, it's kind of a slugfest at this point. So as much as possible, we should claim the center. As quickly as possible, we should claim the center so that we didn't have to slug through and kill every single Spanish troop down here. Very hard fighting here. Pikes. Some regiment is actually firing on the guys. Small unit of 5 enemies over there. Lost surprisingly many troops down here. One thing that someone said was the how poor the musket sounds were, and yes, I do agree that those are quite poor. However, I'm not entirely sure what to do about improving them, really, especially at this point in the campaign. Not that it would affect anything and make the save unplayable, but I don't know, if I didn't think I saw one. I guess any Empire script for that would work, possibly. Who knows? Anyways, we have won, and Spanish Netherlands is now ours. And here's the result of that battle. We deployed 3,000 men against 2,600 defenders of the fort. We managed to lose 560, leaving 2,500 roughly. The enemy lost more or less everything, with only 63 men making it out of there. Highest goes to Dutch line infantry, which is able to gain 2 chevrons, or is it 1? I think it's just 1. And then we go through, you can see who did what. Cannons killed surprisingly many enemies. But with these units dying off, this means that I'm able to occupy. Now I could genocide, which would give me, what, 3,500. That's not actually that good. Looting 14,000. Occupy is of course what we're gonna do. We're going to repair it. Now, they're very unhappy. It's mostly the ruling class, though, that is unhappy. We'll start to nationalize it next turn. And what we'll do is, I think, we'll turn this one, because this one's closer and easier to control. Also, with this, we gain another port, which I might just, yeah, now we are able to open up more trade routes. So we can open up a trade route to Genoa. Unfortunately, they don't accept it right now. But there are a few other, Mughal Empire, Morocco. There weren't actually that many. Okay, what do you want then? I can give you technology and trade agreement. Good day to you. So now we have trade with them. And thing about trading with the Mughal Empire, I'm pretty sure eventually, because they're pretty good friends with Arcot, I think they're not allies with them, but they're pretty good friends, and I think in the long run we'll probably end up at war with them. So I'd rather trade with, say, an enemy of the Spanish and actually an ally of Great Britain, which is Morocco. No, we do not want it, but what if I give you explosive shells? Talks have ended, nice, with trade. So now we've gained 2 trade agreements, increasing our trade, and now making 6,800 per turn. Obviously, of course, at this point, Brussels is not very happy. That is going to change. Interesting how the ruling class is the one that's most unhappy. I guess they've been under a king for so long. It's being a bit of an upset for them. I'm hoping this is going to change, so Catholicism is not going to affect us as much anymore. And as I build out my my pleasure gardens and so on, we'll hopefully not have to deal with all this religious conversion that we've had trouble with from, I would say, the very beginning. Also, yes, we do have the French force coming closer to the fort, and given though that the time it took in this episode to do the battle, and also I've done so many long episodes, it might be good just to have this one. It was kind of a monumental thing anyways to claim this land right here. Maybe I could even, you know what, just a test to see if I can get peace with the Spanish. I don't think they will accept it, but it would be nice if they did. No. What if I gave you something? I wouldn't want to give them naval technology. Apparently they have the bayonet drill. They're lagging behind in industry technologies and also enlightenment and everything really. Right, but there we have it. Now we need to secure this, make sure to hold it, and as an overall goal right now is really to end. Really what we need to end is the religious influence from other nations upon us. Then the next smaller one is to defeat the French force that are coming in to retake Newfoundland. And then for offensive maneuvers, I'm not sure, but I don't see myself going any further in Europe. If I go down here, I think I might overstretch myself. What I could do is I could take it, loot it, and then get a peace treaty with France, giving the region back to them. So I would loot that region. We can imagine that maybe we would get like 14,000 or something like that, so that would be good. So that's a bit of those plans, but I expect to do quite a few turns in between episodes here. I'm going on way too much, I think, at this point. Anyways, as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.